Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy RC the Great, back with another video, another playbook breakdown for y'all. But as you can see, I've still been grinding my team out, trying to build up on the eliteness of my squad so we can take these dudes into unlimited and wreak some havoc. But that's not the only reason why we win. We win because we break our opponent down and go after their weaknesses. So you want to go ahead and go out and get that Thunder playbook for this video, because we're going to be going over a lot of nice plays that you're going to be using. Slashers, ISO people like Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, Scottie Pippen, dudes that can get to the rim, shoot, and create for themselves. If you got the reward Julius Erving, definitely go ahead and use him too. Kobe, people that have that guard post up, cutter, ISO plays, but then you also want some shooters that have 3-point play sets. Now remember to check what play sets your players have. Go check out My Team 2K Central. I think it's 2K My Team Central. It's a website and it shows you exactly what plays the players have. And of course, you want to have some point guards out there that can get the ball and distribute out. But let's jump right into it. The first play we're going to call is called Quick 12 STS. It's a 3-point play and we just called it for Jason Tatum. We're going to let the play run through in its entirety. Then we're going to break down every option like we always do. This play is one of my favorite in this playbook. As you can see, I get a wide open 3-point shot with Klay Thompson. Give me 1 second. We're taking that. Let's break it down a little bit. You called the play for Jason Tatum. As you can see, he's down fighting for position. But the first thing the player you called the play for is going to do is set a down screen for your center. Now I have Porzingis at center for a reason. We'll talk about that later. But then he sets a ball screen for you to get yourself into the lane. While the ball screen is happening, your power forward is setting a rub screen or pin screen for the person you called the play for to pop out for a shot, which is usually open. Then on the other side, after Porzingis or your center sets you a screen, he sets another screen, a curl screen, for the person on the opposite side that the play was called. A lot of information. We're going to break it down again. Quick 12 STS, called it for Jason Tatum again. Tatum sets the down screen. This time Porzingis pops open. That's why I have him there at center, because he's able to hit that shot when he pops out. Again, quick 12 STS. Tatum sets the down screen now for Hakeem Olajuwon. The backdoor screen was set for Tatum, and then he gets an easy, not the backdoor screen. The flare screen was set for Tatum, and then he gets an easy 3-point shot. As you can see, he set that down screen for Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem pops out, but then he comes and sets a screen for Curry. While that's happening, Tatum is getting a screen on the bottom side of the court, easy on the baseline. As y'all know Tatum by now, he's going to hit that shot. That all-star Tatum has ridiculous shooting. Again, quick 12 STS. We use the ball screen. Nobody's open for 3. They chase, so we kick back out to the fade with Olajuwon. Easy basket. All right, let's get into play number 2. Quick 3-punch motion. This is another 3-point play that we called for Jason Tatum. We called it actually for Klay Thompson. As you can see, a lot of off-ball movement happening. We're going to explain everything slowly so we can understand what's going on the court. Come up the court. The person you called the play for is going to get the first pass. So I passed it over to Ben Simmons, and then Klay Thompson's going to get the ball. Then you're going to dump it inside, and this is when the play action starts. Ben Simmons is setting a screen for the person who you called the play for. He's going to cut into the lane. Right there, you can throw an easy pass that can get you a basket inside if you have somebody that's good at slashing. And if that defender helps over there, then Tatum will be open on the outside. If you don't pass it, he's going to set a cross screen for your other shooter who's then curling in, or you could have kicked it out to him for a 3. If you don't give it to both of them, now your power forward is going to be setting a screen for the person who you called the play for. Tons of screens, wide open shot. All right, let's look at some other options. Come up, call the play again. Quick 3-punch motion. Swing the ball over, get the play set up. Now when we dump it inside, we are looking to hit that person curling in. Curry's curling in, he gets open, he beats his man, they come over to help. Now we have our center who we can lob the ball up to. Porzingis is not the best person you want to lob it up to, but if he's open, definitely. But That's why you have players like Shaq that you can put in the game for situations like this. I call this play more when Shaq's in the game because he can actually post down there while the other play action is happening. So while everybody's running around on the backside, Shaq can be posting the person up and actually threatening to score. So it makes them look down there more, and now your people are really open down low. Right there, they didn't help when the pass got kicked over to Tatum. Easy slash basket. You want people that can slash and shoot when you're using this play in this playbook. Once again, we get it in the Shaq. That's post and toast if they don't, pay attention to it. They're paying a lot of attention to it. They're not really looking at the screens. Curry gets open for an open shot, and that's what we want. Easy basketball. We pick what we want to happen, and we score when we want. All right, moving on. Next play. Quick 23, give 1. This is like a dribble handoff kind of play that's also leading to open shots. I could have scored there, but I wanted to show the whole play in its entirety. We actually get a switch that we take advantage of, which can happen against a human too. But that's not your first option. What you're really looking to do off this dribble handoff is your first option. Right here, when you kick that ball out, that's a shot, especially with somebody with limitless range or something like that. If you decide not to take that shot, it's okay, because now the person on the opposite side is getting a double screen set for them for an open shot. If that's Curry and I get 1 second to shoot, I'm pulling that all day. Again, quick 23, give 1. Hit that handoff, boom, could have shot that. Didn't, hit it over to Curry, off that double screen, he gets a wide open shot. Now you got tons of people that can hit shots off of this. You can call it for anybody on the court because they all have 3-point plays right now besides the center. Everybody on the court I could call this play for. Right there, I held the person out of bounds so that I kind of used L2 to hold the person out of bounds, and then I was able to kick it over to that man that was doing the dribble handoff action. If that's Klay Thompson or Curry, I'm looking to get them open all the time. Right here, I get into the lane because the curl action caused the defense to lag behind. I was able to get inside for an easy layup. All these options off of one play. Now I get into the lane again. They actually do help. I get it in the Shaq. Easy dunk. All right, next play. Now we moving on. Now we giving the slashers some love. Now we calling punch 12 spread. This is a guard post up play, and I just called it for Wade. I'm calling this play for Dwayne Wade to isolate one side of the court, giving me an ability to slash, post fade, or anything that can get me either an easy layup, dunk, or help me dump it inside to somebody else. Again, Kobe right here, one-on-one with Klay Thompson. I'll take those odds even though Klay's a good defender. I hit the fadeaway. We're going to slow it down a little bit, even though it doesn't really have to be slowed down. But look at the spacing we have. We have 3-point shooters all around the baskets. Each one of those players can hit. Then your center is in a great spot in the short corner. Just in case they help, it's an easy lob up or a pass for an alley-oop. There's literally no way they can stop somebody if they're in takeover or if they have good post moves, especially on off ball. If they're going to let you play computer, this play is going to destroy. If they have Curry on you or somebody like that and they're not going to come help, it's post and toast all day. And then if they do come help, like I just said, the spacing is perfect. Everybody's around the perimeter besides your big, so he doesn't have to be able to shoot. That big is in a perfect spot for an alley-oop. Even if the person left him right now, you can throw an alley-oop up there. You get a weaker defender on you, post spin, turn and face, whatever you have to do, get yourself to the basket. The defense comes to help. You toss it up, easy alley-oop. Now, I will say also that everybody on the court right now has guard post up besides Hakeem. So no matter who you have on defense, if there's a weak defender, I can call it for them. Moving on, next play. Quick 3 curl. This is this is actually a mid-range play, and I just called it for Kobe Bryant. There's a lot of players with mid-range plays. There's Kobe, Jordan, and Julius Erving on my team, and there's tons others. But they're not utilized a lot, and these players don't have 3-point plays for them. So how do you get them open for 3? Here's one of the plays that you can get them open for 3. First thing Kobe did was pop out for a mid-range shot. It wasn't there, and then he resets, and a down screen is set for a 3-point shot this time. That's a good way to get Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Julius Erving, and players like that open threes. As you can see, Julius is trying to get that mid-range. It's defended. He pops out again. Wide open, way too deep. He misses it. I don't have limitless on him yet, but you get the idea. You're able to get players that don't have three-point sets. You can still get them three-point opportunities off of different plays. Right here, Kobe does get that little space he needs for that mid-range off of the play, and he's hitting that high mid-range, and it really frustrates the defense when you hit those mid-range shots. We have another one. Quick 13 curl. Let the play run through, but this is another one of my favorites to call with like Jordan, Kobe, Julius. Again, because they have that mid-range attack. So first thing, you're getting a ball screen that's going to get you into the lane or get you a switch. Right after the ball screen is set, the person who you called the play for is getting a pin down screen set for them to get them open either for three or for an easy two. I'll take either one of them. If you want to push them out for a three-point shot, all you got to do is just push the analog stick and make them go towards the three-point line. As you can see here, I'm going to do it. Push Kobe towards the three-point line, wide open, easy shot. All right, the next play we get ready to get into is an isolation play, and I'm calling it for Kobe Bryant. It's called ISO 12 Rip. This play is nice. It's kind of like punch 43 or punch loop 43, but not fully, not really. So Kobe's on the left side, and he's going to be getting a double screen that's going to curl him into the lane, or you can curl him to the three-point line. I like to curl him into the lane. As you can see, his defender's trailing, and they didn't switch. That's why I kept curling him. Easy dunk because the defense was trailing. If they switch, you choose a different option, and Porzingis will be open on the outside if they chose to switch. And then you can repost or something like that. We're going to do it again. This time, I really wanted to show how you can isolate off of it and lead them all the way to the opposite side where you want them to go. And now the court is just like the other play that we were using, where you isolate one side of the court, giving yourself an easy drive to the basket or able to kick it to the center if they help over. So I get bumped off of that original trail I was going to do. That's fine. I let Kobe keep going. Everybody gets the space and how they should. And then I have the entire right side of the court with a weaker defender on me to isolate and work. You want players like Kobe and Jordan to be able to work like this, to be able to have one-on-one opportunities to where you can go either way. And then he had takeover as well, so I'm not passing that ball. Doesn't matter what's going on. If I needed to pass it to Shaq, I could have, but that's a nasty dunk right there. And if that happens in games, the opponent's most likely gonna quit. All right, let's do it again. Just to show you, you can get an open shot off of this. They're lacking a little bit on defense. It's not gonna always hit, but it is gonna be open here and there. Next play, cut three horns. This is a cutter play, and I called it for Michael Jordan. But the person who's getting open for the shot is Stephen Curry. I like to call plays that get multiple people open or have different use cases. As you can see from our different playbooks, you call the play for one person, but somebody else is benefiting off of it. So you pass the ball in. I gave it to the power forward. Scotty's playing power forward right now. Getting a little curl action, trying to get the person who you called the play for inside. But if it doesn't work, a down screen is then set for the point guard. Let's break it down a little bit slower here. In the first play that was run with Curry, the power forward has the ball. Make sure you're doing something to utilize the time, post, and actually make yourself a threat. But then Curry is cutting backdoor. You could have passed it there. Right after that, he is setting a down screen, and Shaq's going to turn and set a down screen for Curry. So Curry set a screen for Jordan, and then Shaq set a screen for Curry, which confuses the defense, leaving you open for a shot. Now, another way I like doing this play is putting Ben Simmons in that point guard, that power forward. So it gives me a great passer in that spot. So when Jordan gets that backdoor screen, if he cuts baseline, I get a nice ability to throw it up for an alley-oop. Every time we do this, I have an alley-oop play. But let's get into some unlimited and show y'all that this actually works against human opponents. Now again, I don't run the same plays over and over. I play real games trying to win, and we actually go and call the plays that we went through in the playbook. So we call this play. Quick 23 give 1. Tatum kind of pops open. I didn't get what I wanted, but I still got into the lane and drew the defense to get me an easy basket inside. And that's all we want. We want the easy baskets, especially in close games against somebody with good defenders. So you're playing somebody with Giannis, with Jordan, with all the pink diamond players, kind of like how I have. You want to be able to score. Right here, I called the play again, but this time Tatum actually did get open, and he hit that shot. That was actually a quick 12 STS. Now we calling quick 23 give 1 again. This time Curry's gonna pop himself open and actually be able to hit that. Tatum took a bad route the first time we called it. But then the game is getting close. It's really close. So I noticed he had Tracy McGrady on the court. Everybody else was a good defender, but Tracy's the weakest defender. So I'm calling the plays that isolate our guards. I call punch 12 spread to get Kobe Bryant isolated. Again, I call ISO 12 rip. I'm trying to isolate Kobe again. And right here, I missed the opportunity for an easy pass once they switch. I passed it too late. That's my bad. Turnover, and they're running. That's one thing you don't want to do, is turn over the ball and have the other team running on you. What I should have done there is pulled it back out and then reposted Shaq, but I was rushing. So I come up the court, call it again. I don't care if he has takeover. He's the weakest defender on the floor. I'm getting him. He's going to have to work. He's going to have to play some defense. He jumps. I get that easy basket inside. You still got to work when you call these plays, but it's just recognizes what's happening on the court and attacking it. We get it into Kobe again. He has Brandon Roy on me. I'm attacking him. This time he actually comes over to help. Shaq Daddy inside. Slam down. All right, second game that I played. I'm playing against somebody that was using Stephen Curry, James Harden, and D'Angelo Russell. I love them in real life, but they're not going to be able to defend when we call these isolation plays. So immediately, I just went to attack the isolation. I was isolating Harden and Curry and Russell pretty much the entire time. That's why I have a team full of offensive and defensive players, so that if I needed to switch Curry out of the game, I'm not going to just let them keep abusing me. I'm going to bring Magic or somebody in like that. But anyway, as y'all saw before, Kobe pops out for that 3. He had Joe Harris on him. I'm just going to the players that have the weaker defender on them. And that's what I use this playbook for, is when I'm trying to isolate and get easy baskets against either weaker defenders or somebody that's not a good defensive player. Now, the other playbooks that I used before, they're kind of easier for open threes and easier for all-around play. But this, if you have players like Julius Erving, Dwayne Wade, Jordan on your team, this Thunder playbook is nice, obviously because they have Paul George and Russell on their real team. But give me a like, comment, subscribe. Peace.